And now we come to our favorite part of the program, Dusty. It is the Prime Cut match of the week. Ric Flair, the new World Heavyweight Champion, teaming up with the enforcer Arn Anderson, who was responsible for Flair's victory at Starrcade against the State Patrol.
Well, responsibility has to be taken, I think, at the hands of the Macho Man Randy Savage. Arn Anderson always been an enforcer for the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And now then they have the new horseman, if you will. We have an opportunity to look at Brian Pillman, have an opportunity to look at Chris Benoit. They seem to be real headstrong. They say maybe 90-type people, a little bit more arguable, if you will, towards the Nature Boy Ric Flair and Arn Anderson. And 96 holes for the Four Horsemen, I don't know, but for that big Prime Cut match of the week this week, I thought in 1996 I might change the Moo matchup to something else. But I say the ratings are so high, I ain't going to do it. Moo match of the week.
Tag team contest is set for one fall. Introducing first from the State Patrol, Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker and Lieutenant James Earl.
And what a prime match of the week it is, Dusty. Can you get any better a tag team than Ric Flair and Arn Anderson? Although maybe that's an incorrect assumption. As individual performers, they're unmatched. Certainly Arn Anderson, a great former World Tag Team Champion, but can he do it along with the big ego of Ric Flair?
Two opponents representing the Horsemen. First from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 242 pounds, Nature Boy Ric Flair.
That soliloquy that you laid out here on the Prime Cut, Prime main event match of the week right here on Prime. Arn Anderson truly is a horseman, always will be a full horseman, always will be the enforcer for the Nature Boy Ric Flair, so he knows how to handle that. Together, like you said, I think they're the best. I think they are the best that I see, except for maybe Luger and Sting. I think together they are a dynamite force. But on the other hand here, the State Patrol wants to start a new year just like we all do, with a clean slate. Right now, in the new year, they ain't got no losses. You know what I mean? So they are ready and hungry and ready to go.
Dusty, I'll tell you, when Arn Anderson and Ric Flair hear about what I'm about to say, they're not going to be appreciative of it. But there has been, unlike the Four Horsemen in the 80s, here in the 90s, there has been some dissension. Lion Brian Pillman has criticized Arn Anderson and Chris Benoit for some of their recent losses. So Pillman, it seems like, is odd man out on the Horsemen. What do you think about it?
Well, I'm going to tell you what, also that maybe somebody don't like, but I said it before the new year, and I'm going to say it again now. They are not the Horsemen of old. There was, the Green Bay Packers were great, and they say, is this team as great as Montana's team and all these things, Barstow? You can't go back. You can't go back and create another Dusty Rhodes American Dream. You can't do that. You can't create another Garden Solie. You are so good at what you do. Clubbing! Oh, my goodness! That was some serious clubbing right here in the middle of my soliloquy. I was into a serious thing, man, and they started just clubbing. Yeah. I'm going to tell you what, these State Patrol guys are really right for the deal. But going back...
No, let me get you back on track. You're talking about how great I am as an announcer and how unmatchable I am.
I say that you match the 90s. You make the 90s. You're good for 90s. God and Solie was good for the ages. Well, these two guys here are the last of the Horsemen. There will never be another Four Horsemen like there were, because it's the 90s. Try to tell your kid now to go to bed. That's like telling Brian Pillman to shut up. You know what I mean? So it's different. In the old days, you spank them. Yeah. They don't do that no more.
Now you get thrown in jail for child abuse.
You spank your kid, they sue you.
And Arn Anderson now raking the eyes of Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker. Indeed.
Can you do that like that?
I can't. I can't do anything like Gordon.
I didn't say that.
Nice teamwork there by the State Patrol.
No, I was serious about that. You'll set in here in the primaries. I mean, what a year we had last year. But to go right back real briefly again, is Flair and Arn are as good as they are together. And they always will be, no matter what.
Now, of course, Ric Flair for the 12th time. The World Heavyweight Champion, up and over. Whoa, man, indeed.
See, in the State Patrol, like I said, they got a clean slate. They want a victory.
And in comes Buddy Lee Parker. You're right.
Clubbering again. Clubbering Ric Flair. I never thought I'd see it. They actually are clubbering the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And he's begging. My goodness, what a Prime Cut we got.
And Buddy Lee Parker.
Diane must be hallucinating.
Who's Diane?
Our producer.
Oh, that Diane. I'm sorry. How could I forget her? Oh, man, and Arn Anderson with a knee to the lower part of the back of Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker. And Ric Flair just as dirty and nasty as he ever was.
Whoa. You know what Wapo means?
Wapo? No.
He hit him like Wapo. Yeah, he hit him Wapo.
My resolution in '96 is to stop playing the straight man, to quit getting suckered by these jokes.
Listen, that ain't no joke. Listen at him. Wapo.
He's not saying Wapo.
Yes, he is. Watch this when he hits him. If he ever hits him again. Watch. All right, be quiet. Everybody in the arena, quiet. Okay, watch this. Wapo. There. You got him again. Watch this. Wapo. Hear him?
I'll take your word for it.
And that one was a watch. And that was a oof.
Yeah. Remember those things they used to have on Batman on the TV show? Maybe we can
I gotta stop doing that, man. I tell you what, that's really calling it close play-by-play.
I know. Yeah. Like we're on radio or something. Oh! In comes Lieutenant James Earl, and he's quickly backed up. And a legal tag there by Arn Anderson and Ric Flair. Anderson moves in, but not quickly enough.
Well, he's got to get over and tag his partner. I'm talking about the State Patrol right here. As you see, Arn is carrying a heavy load in 1996. Bulked up a little bit. You know, trying to get his strength up.
Well, he may be preparing.
You call that bulking up?
For the battles against guys like Hulk Hogan and one-man gang and maybe even the Giant.
Well, you said they got trouble in their ranks anyway.
There is trouble within the ranks of the Four Horsemen, trouble within the ranks of the Dungeon of Doom. And look at that! State Patrol, the teamwork worked against them.
Yeah, it sure did. Arn Anderson knows how to take advantage of that situation.
Oh!
Spinebuster, tag the Nature Boy.
Look out, the Nature Boy.
Time.
Very quickly locks on the figure 4. Lieutenant James Earl is in extreme pain, and he gives up. And I think anybody would give up to that hold. It is a hold that you have felt applied to you, Dusty.
But I never gave up.
That you never gave up.
I passed out. I passed out of pain, but I never gave up. There's a lot of pain now, I guarantee that much. I mean, pain, give up, or whatever you call it. But, man, once it gets hooked in, it can break it, and you go and you're stubborn, and you don't want to give up. You're stubborn. Everybody's hollering. You're stubborn. Pretty soon your leg is blue, and you just pass out. Just poof. I passed out. That's another one. Poof. I passed out. Say that. Poof. Right here, the prime cut
replay of the week.
Yes, sir. Our first prime cut replay of today's show. And right here, poof. I'll say that poof again, but he got him in the spine buster. Here comes the Nature Boy Ric Flair, hooking into the figure 4, taking him to school. Good showing, though, by the State Patrol. I think they're going to have a pretty good year. But Arn and Flair back to the pay window for the Enforcer and the Nature Boy.
The State Patrol already your favorite so far because of all the clobbering they did in this one match.